1/3 of Washington's ferry fleet is dead in the water, and this disaster didn't sneak up on us. Welcome to the Jason Rant Show, presented by None Better Tax Resolution. This week we learned that 7 out of 21 Washington State ferries are offline. That's not a storm, that's not bad luck, that's years of political malpractice finally catching up to the people who actually rely on these boats to get to work or school or medical appointments. Commuters are now dealing with canceled sailings, reduced schedules, and service levels that we haven't seen since the pandemic. All of this collapse, was completely predictable. You see, for years, Democrats running this state chased climate vanity projects instead of doing the unglamorous work of maintaining a fleet that actually functions. While politicians were busy issuing press releases about battery-powered ferries and green transformations, the reality is the existing boats, they were quietly rotting. The average ferry in this fleet is more than 40 years old. That's ancient in maritime terms. And when you defer maintenance for years on end, things, well, they start to fail. Propellers shear off, shafts overheat, engines die. None of this is shocking. In fact, it's what happens when ideology replaces basic competence. The Wenatchee conversion, I think, is a perfect example of this. What was sold as a roughly $50 million one-year hybrid conversion ballooned into an $86 million project that dragged on for nearly 2 years. During that time, the state lost ferry capacity it couldn't afford to lose. And even after all that, the boat has already spent significant time out of service. Meanwhile, Jay Inslee and Bob Ferguson, well, they're still pushing a long-term electrification plan with a projected $6.2 billion price tag by 2040. Maybe that's a debate worth having someday. But it's meaningless when today's ferries can't reliably cross the Puget Sound. This crisis isn't about climate change, it's about misplaced priorities. Democrats choose symbolism over service, press conferences over performance. And now ferry riders are paying the price for years of political vanity, masquerading as transportation policy. That's absurd, and we deserve better. Hey, it's Jason Rants here with our local tax expert and advocate, Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. Not only do you know the rules, but ultimately you're going to save them time and money.
We're really good at what we do. We love what we do. And we really want to help taxpayers that are in a very precarious position. And they need relief. They need help. They need someone to stand in their stay.
So if you're having trouble with the IRS, you have to call Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions.